what's up, Cormega? What's going on?
I'm chilling.
Yeah, they said you won a Source Award.
Yeah, independent album of the year.
All right, that's hot. That's big. So how'd you put that out? I mean, I'm coming from independent ties, so I always respect that. But you know, let's see tell them the year 2000 version of it, so people can stop asking me because I don't know about it no more. But tell them exactly how it goes down, and exactly how you should do it. And take matters in your own hands. You know.
I mean, like y'all set the prototype for like how dudes be putting out independent stuff. It's like the industry, they really don't know how to deal with certain street music and certain people. You know, they condemn. You know how the politics. So I just did it myself, rather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did yourself, put it out. That's hot. So how's it going for you? Is it all right?
Yeah, it's cool.
All right. How do you go about putting it out? You know what I mean?
I got a distribution deal. I worked out a distribution deal with these people called Landspeed.
All right, now that's the smart way to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the way we did it. Motherfuckers always asking for some shit. I'd be like, look, go do it yourself, because then you end up with more. You know what I'm saying? You trust me. You have the way with all do it. So you got a distribution deal. You I figure you made your own music, got a distribution, and promoted it yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
How does one go about getting a distribution deal these days?
Well, the way I did it is I had a little buzz from being affiliated with Def Jam and the firm, etc.
Right.
So they stepped to me.
Chris Lighty, I remember those days.
Yeah, sucker ass Chris Lighty.
Okay. Okay.
Rock radio.
I mean, we rock radio. You can say whatever you want up here.
Whatever.
And I got some questions for you too on that note.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I put out my record out of desperation because I was on the shelf when I was on Violator, and like my artist longevity ain't promised. You could be hot today, and 3 years later you be like niggas don't even care no more.
Shit,
So
3 months later, 3
yeah,
weeks later.
you know what I'm saying?
Look at Tone Hooker. Tone was hot for a week.
2 weeks.
That's right, Tone.
Take the camera out of my face.
I'm sorry for cutting you off. I just couldn't help it.
Go ahead.
I saw love.
Live.
So what you're saying?
No, so I just put it out of desperation because I didn't want my fan base to abandon me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But everything worked out for me.
So there's a lot of independent distribution companies. You come with the music already done that just put it in the stores for you. And exactly what is distribution? Because a lot of people don't know that too.
Distribution is basically like when they put your stuff in the stores for you, or when they market it to markets that you're not able to reach when you're going hand to hand. Like you can sell it out your trunk, but you can't sell it in Idaho out your trunk. You know what I'm saying? So rather than just sell it in the tri-state area, these dudes enable me to sell records like California, England, like all across the world and stuff.
All right.
No digging. So I guess my question then is, do you did they put it in the major stores?
Yeah, I was in Best Buys and Wiz and all of that.
You know, there's no more co-ops now. I don't know if that goes for all.
I think it's just universal.
Nah, I think everyone's coming around with that too. They just
no more co-op?
Well, for us, they just Universal. Doug Morris just cut the prices to $10. It's really actually a fucked up trick, right? Because
what's co-op?
What does that mean for people?
Well, what a co-op is what people don't know is when you have to put your records in the store, or at least in a major change, you got to pay them. You got to actually get them money for position.
Placement in the store.
Yeah, like they won't put your shit. It's like extortion to me. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give, like when you roll out an album, for example, we got to set aside a couple of $100,000 just to get a store so that they'll put our records up front.
Okay.
Which is why sometimes only the real heavy hitters come out
Or
in the
front
last
of the
quarter.
store, the new releases.
Or in the last quarter, because that's when it's the most expensive, raise the prices. So, but that's considered a marketing cost. Now, marketing costs are not recoupable to artists; they're recoupable to the label.
Right.
So, what recoupable cost means once they give you the money, you got to give it back. You know what I'm saying? Like the production of an album is a recoupable cost to an artist.
Right.
So now, what they did was they said now everything's $10, but we ain't paying no co-op, so you can sell it cheaper. You understand what I'm saying? So now it's $10 instead of $16 or $18. You don't pay no co-ops, but the artist royalty is lower because instead of selling it for 16, you sell it for 10. So now it comes out of the artist's pocket because it's a recoupable cost. So now you don't put a marketing cost and it's not a recoupable. It's kind of fucked up. And then it also fucks up for the mom and pops because the mom and pops weren't doing co-ops anyway. Those are the ones that was looking out. They can't really compete. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they was getting their money. So they was probably buying it at $10 and selling it at $12, $13.
Right.
So what you're saying, the artists who sell the most records come out fourth quarter because they could afford it, their marketing costs?
Yeah, because they raised the price. Like if I were to put out a new artist, I couldn't put him fourth quarter because in his marketing budget, being he ain't sell nothing unless I really believed in him. But that usually doesn't happen because they'll be like they double the prices because that's when people do most of the shopping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of little ways motherfuckers get money that niggas don't know.
So you got to cut the cost now.
They got to now. That's why for us, like I'm like, yo, we got to cut the cost of all this shit because before I could sell something for $16, $15, now I can only sell it for $10. And they still want to rebate it, which means you know they still want to
give a sale.
And if let's say you want to sell it cheaper, you got to pay for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you, let's say, you know how you go in the store and there's a sale?
Right.
That's why sometimes I be like, certain niggas be cheating and shit because they rebate they shit. That's just like buying records to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you cutting a check to rebate them. You might cut $1 million and make your shit be off $2. You know what I'm saying?
To
So,
sell more records.
So that's why
So-
we're going out of town, the UK.
that's why I went to I'm going out of town.
Take over the
Basically,
world.
I can't fuck with it. Have you explored the European market yet? The UK and all that?
Yeah.
Because I went out there, and y'all making waves out there because I be fucking with Victoria Beckham and shit on the music level, and she did fashion and shit. She's like the Princess Di out there, and it's a big thing because she's fucking with hip hop. But being that they're looking, I'll be over there on Monday. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to get that money over.